Hey guys, HDV here and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon discussion video. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at who is the best new Fairy type Pokemon in Sun and Moon across all of the new Pokemon released. I won't be going over the legendary Pokemon that are Fairy types because they are just generally better. I mean, they have the better stats and the moves and everything, so we're going to put them to the side for the moment. But yeah, we're just going to go over all of the new Pokemon, so none of the old Pokemon, so no old Fairy types either, just literally the new ones, people. I have done other types like Fire, Grass, Water and Electric, and you know, they were all received pretty well, so I really am enjoying doing this series. And yeah, in today's video, like I said, we're going over the Fairy types. We're going to be going over the stats, the moves they get, the abilities, you know, what they're weak and strong against, if they've got a dual typing, just to try and, you know, get a better idea of who is the best new Fairy type Pokemon in Sun and Moon. So if you are enjoying the series, then please smash that like button below. I really do appreciate it. And with introductions out of the way, let's get into the video. Okay, so first off we have Primarina. Now, I've kind of gone over this Pokemon so many times in like the past week that it's kind of just becoming just a constant thing that I'm doing. I won't be spending loads of time on Primarina. I'm just literally going to be going over the best things about this Pokemon just because I've covered it so much in the past. We all know it gets Liquid Voice, which is literally the water version of Pixelate, so giving that stab boost to its moves such as like Hyper Voice and things like that. It is a dual typing of Water and Fury, so that's a really nice typing because it is only weak to Electric, Grass and Poison, whereas it resists Fire, Water, Ice, Fighting, Bug, immune to Dragon, and also resists Dark, which is obviously very nice. Obviously is neutral to Steel because Water resists Steel. Its stats are pretty nice across the board. Has 80 HP, 74 physical attack and defense, 126 special attack, 116 special defense, and then 60 speed. So a very nice Pokemon on like a Trick Room team. Obviously hits very hard. You could probably put a lot of EVs into these Pokemon's physical defense and the bold nature just because the special defense is so high. It's kind of like a Milotic kind of like Pokemon, so you know, the special defense just does well on its own without having to do too much into that. The moves that it gets through level up are pretty nice. It gets like Hyper Voice and stuff, which, you know, goes well with Liquid Voice. It gets Moonblast, which is also stab. Hydro Pump gets Aqua Jet for priority. Sparkling Area is its signature move, which obviously heals a burn but hits very nicely as well. Gets things like Perish Song as well, Aqua Ring. The TMs that it gets are also pretty nice. It gets Ice Beam, Blizzard, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Echoed Voice, Energy Ball, Waterfall, Dazzling Gleam, and also Acrobatics and Scold as well. Scold is very nice, obviously on any water type anyway. But that is kind of just the general gist of Primarina. I don't think I will be covering this Pokemon again because we have already done the water type video and the star type video, so literally this is the last time we're talking about Primarina. But yeah, Primarina, have a nice day. It's been nice chatting with you. Anyway, next we have Ribombee, I think that's how you pronounce it, who is a dual typing of Bug and Fairy. Gets the abilities Honey Gather, Shield Dust, and Sweet Veil. So you know, kind of just abilities, not really the best in that respect. I guess Shield Dust is probably pretty nice. It blocks the added effects of attacks taken, so obviously like if you're going to get hit with an Ember, it's not going to burn you and things like that, so that's really nice. That's probably his best ability. What does Sweet Veil do? Prevents Pokemon and it's electric. Yeah, so it's not that's quite nice in VGC, but yeah, Shield Dust is basically this Pokemon's best ability. Looking at types, it is obviously, like I said, Bug and Fairy. It's weak to Fire, Poison, Flying, Rock and Steel, and resists Grass, resists Fighting by 4 times, which is nice. Resists Ground, Bug, immune to Dragon, and also resists Dark. So, you know, kind of across the board, nice strength and weaknesses. Pokemon's stats are 60 HP, 55 physical attack, 60 physical defense, 95 special attack, 70 special defense, and then 124 speed. So a very fast Pokemon. Obviously, special attacking the Pokemon well, nearly got that 100 special attack, but just falls below at 95. Does just level up at 25. It's just stage 2 evolution of obviously evolves from Cutiefly. Leveling up, it learns moves such as like Stun Spore, Struggles Bug, which is nice, Draining Kiss, Dazzling Gleam, Aromatherapy, Quiver Dance, which is also very nice, and you know, Silver Wind as well. Also gets Pollen Puff as well, where the user attacks the enemy with a Pollen Puff, then it explodes. If the target is an ally, it gives the ally a Pollen Puff that restores its HP instead. So kind of nice for VGC as well. But that hits very, very hard as well. It's got 90 power, and it learns that through level up. Egg moves, it gets Moonblast, which is very, very nice. Stab. TMs that it gets are Solar Beam, Roost, which is nice. Aerial Ace, Energy Ball, Acrobatics, U-Turn, Dazzling Gleam. But like I said, this is a special attacking Pokemon, so Pollen Puff is very, very nice for this Pokemon. I like all these new moves that they introduce. It's really just making every Pokemon unique, and I really like how they're doing that. Anyway, next we have Shiinotic. I think I've already covered this Pokemon in the grass video. Evolves from Morlul at level 24. It does have the Effect Spore ability, which is very, very nice. It is obviously a grass and fairy. It is only weak to fire, ice, poison by 4, so watch those poison attacks, people. Also weak to flying and steel, but it resists water, electric, grass, fighting, ground, dark, and is immune to dragon. So very nice. I really like how all these Pokemon are immune to dragon, because dragon's obviously quite a threat in the competitive scene. So fairy types, really nice being immune to that. Stat wise, 60 HP, 45 physical attack, 80 physical defense, 90 special attack, 100 special defense, and 30 speed. Obviously a lot of Alola Pokemon are very slow. Its stat total is just 405, so pretty poor in that respect. It does get moves like Moonlight, Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, Strength Stat, which is very nice, Moonblast, like we've already been over, Stun Spore, Leech Seed, Poison Powder, Growth, Amnesia. I don't think this Pokemon gets... Oh, it does get Spore, which is very, very nice, actually. I don't think I covered that in the grass video. I think I went more into the depth of the Sleep Powder, but this Pokemon actually gets Spore, which is much better. So don't run Sleep Powder, definitely run Spore. Also gets, through TMs, things like Giga Drain, not Giga Drain, Energy Ball and Giga Impact, Thunder Wave, which is nice, Grass Knot, Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam, so quite a nice variety. But obviously we already covered this Pokemon in the grass video, so we won't be spending so much time on this. Anyway, next we have Comfey, who is just a pure fairy type Pokemon, gets the abilities Natural Cure, Flower Veil, and Triage. Triage increases the priority of restorative moves such as Recover, so very, very nice in that way. So you can be healing quite a lot with this Pokemon. Has a stat total of 485. It doesn't look super strong, but it is. It has 51 HP, which is poor, 52 physical attack, 90 physical defense, 82 special attack, 110 special defense, and 100 speed. So very, very fast actually, and it's got nice defenses and hits nicely on the special side of things as well. It is, like I just said, pure fairy, so it is only weak to poison and steel, whereas it resists fighting, bug, and dark, and is immune to dragon. So nice typing over there. It has Flower Shield, which is very, very nice. It raises the defense of all grass type Pokemon in battle, including by opponents by 1 stage. So obviously that's very nice in VGC. It gets Leech Seed, Sweet Kiss, Synthesis, so very nice for its ability. Gets Floral Healing, Petal Dance, Aromatherapy, Play Rough, but obviously you want to be hitting things on the special side, but it does get access to Petal Blizzard, which isn't even special, so don't even know why I said that. Don't listen to me, I was thinking of the other move. But anyway, TM wise, it gets doesn't get loads, but it gets like Solar Beam, Echoed Voice, Energy Ball, Grass Knot, U-Turn. So I really like this Pokemon though. I feel like it's going to be like a very stally Pokemon just because of its decent defenses and its priority and like recovery and synthesis and stuff. But yes, that is Comfey. Anyway, next we have Mimikyu, who I absolutely love. It is a Ghost Fairy type Pokemon with the ability Disguise, which allows the bearer to avoid damage for 1 attack. So basically it's very, very similar to Substitute. So basically it's going to take 1 hit and then it basically takes a free hit. So like you can obviously settle with this Pokemon for free on turn 1. So if you want to settle with like Hone Claws or something, that's very, very nice. It is Ghost and Fairy, so it is immune to 3 typings, being Normal, Fighting, and Dragon, only being weak to Ghost and Steel, and resists Bug by 4 times as well. So very, very nice typing with Mimikyu. Its stats is 476 total, 55 HP, 90 physical attack, 80 physical defense, 50 special attack, 105 special defense, and a 96 speed. So very nice physically attacking Pokemon with good defenses as well, and obviously you get that free sub as well. So Mimikyu is actually a very, very good Pokemon, and it gets moves to like Wood Hammer, Shadow Sneak, Slash, Shadow Claw, Play Rough, and Hone Claws like we already went on. Also gets Destiny Bond as well, so that's nice. Like if there's something sweeping you and you need to kill it, you can always Destiny Bond with your free substitute, which is obviously could save you out of a sticky situation. Also gets access to moves like Thunderbolt, Leech Life, which is nice for recovering health back, Shadow Ball, Shadow Claw, we've already been on, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, Swords Dance, which is nice, X-Scissor, and Dark Pulse and things like that. So this is a very, very tough Pokemon to actually defeat, just because of its typing is very, very nice. Obviously gets like a free sub, and it's also pretty bulky as well, and hits pretty hard on the physical side of things. So Mimikyu is definitely, definitely one of my favorite, probably my favorite fairy type, and I really love the design of it as well. And yeah, definitely don't write it off if you come up against it. Anyway, and last but not least, we have Alolan Ninetales, who is an Ice and Fairy type Pokemon. It is the typing's alright. I mean, it's weak to fire, poison, rock, and then 4 to steel. So bullet punches are going to absolutely destroy this Pokemon. But it is it's good against, it's strong against ice, bug, dark, and obviously immune to dragon, which is obviously nice. Gets the ability Snow Cloak and Snow Warning. Its stats across the board are pretty nice. It has 505 stat total, has 73 HP, 67 physical attack, 75 physical defense, 81 special attack, 100 special defense, and 109 speed. So, a pretty nice, fast, physically, specially attacking Pokemon. I really love the design of Alolan Ninetales as well. Obviously, when it got released with, I think it was it Alolan Executor maybe? I'm not sure. I really loved the concept of it, and I thought Alolan Pokemon were like amazing. But anyway, let's go over this Pokemon's moves. Obviously, it does evolve from using an Ice Stone on Alolan Vulpix. So obviously, with using Elemental Stones on Pokemon, they don't usually learn any level up moves. So just from level 1 it gets Confuse Ray, Dazzling Gleam, Ice Beam, Ice Shard, Nasty Plot, Safeguard, and Imprison. So nice priority in Ice Shard, and then Nasty Plot's always very nice to have as well. Gets Dazzling Gleam when it does evolve. The egg moves that it can have are Captivate, Disable, Extra Sensory, Feint Attack, Flail, Flare Blitz, and Heat Wave. Hex, Howl, Hypnosis, Power Swap, Secret Power Spite, and Tail Slap. So, kind of just crazy moves across the board there. And then through TMs, it can get Psyshock, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Aurora Veil, Frost Breath, and then like Dark Pulse and Dazzling Gleam. So Alolan Ninetales, obviously if you keep it away from the steel type moves like Bullet Punch, I think it can do pretty well. Obviously, if you can somehow set up the Hail, and obviously this Pokemon's evasion increases by 20% in a Hailstorm if you're running a Snow Cloak, and then obviously Snow Warning creates obviously a Hailstorm. So if you're running like an Ice type team, then go with Snow Cloak, but if you want to get the Hail, then Snow Warning is also pretty viable. But that is Alolan Ninetales, and that's all the new fairy type Pokemon that aren't legendaries in Sun and Moon. I think the best are definitely going to either be Primarina or Mimikyu. I think they do different things. I think Primarina is probably the best, just because it hits so hard on the special side of things, and when it gets access to its hidden ability, Liquid Voice, is also very nice. Mimikyu is very, very good though. Do not write Mimikyu off. Obviously having access to Disguise is very, very nice, and it's bulky as well, and also hits hard on the physical side of things, and it's quite fast as well. Like being able to set up as well on first turn is very, very nice too. So yeah, I think Mimikyu is an amazing Pokemon. But for me, Primarina takes the gold. Please let me know what who you think the best fairy type Pokemon is in Sun and Moon though. Whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. I'd love to hear your suggestions in the comment section below. But with that wraps up this video. I do really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button below. I really do appreciate it. I have a couple more discussion videos coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to check them out if you have the time. But that is everything from me. So thanks again for watching, guys. Have a glorious day and peace.